Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this another brand new day. Oy vey, last night, I tell you. But first, I guess, with the Shelton, Washington. Oh, and I do want to try and remember, and that's the bad part, remember, I want to change my intro to, it's more boys, girls, and all non-binary friends. So hopefully I'll remember to do that. But what was I even going to go with? Well, we'll go with the weather report and then I'll lean into everything else. Last night when I went walkies, it was cold and windy and not raining, and there were some stars, and this morning it's not raining, so thumbs up on that. But it was very cold last night, and oh my gosh, yesterday was a very, very bad day. Extremely bad. I mentioned how I'd had a burst of chest pain yesterday morning. Now, I have arthritis and bursitis in my sternum, so if I have sharp pain toward the surface, then it's like 90% likely just my sternum. I have had chest pain from my sternum where it has literally felt like it was a sheet of metal that just sliced through from, right across from my back, just, oh! And it was just sternum pain, and it was just absolutely horrific. So sternum pain is no fun. But also, though, you gotta remember, cardiac pain doesn't always hurt where your cardiac tissue is. One of the biggest things that happens in the human body, especially on your inner organs, is referred pain. Your heart might be having issues, but it hurts down in your abdomen, so it feels like your gut's having a problem. Or your liver on your right side is having issues, but it hurts up here. Referred pain, it's like you can't always tell where something hurts, or what is hurting. And even cardiac stuff is so confusing. Even cardiac experts who have spent their lives studying this stuff, they still find them dead in their beds with like antacid stuff next to them because they thought their cardiac pain and heart attacks were just a bad stomach. But wasn't, and they're the experts. So what are we supposed to do? So, and this ties in also with the food that I'm having to eat, which was so joyous. But I went for walkies last night in the cold. About a third of the way, half the way through my trip, burst of chest pain. Again, that sternum thing hurt right here, hard, right near the surface, sternum. But my stomach had been feeling, when I say stomach though, I mean up here, this had been feeling weird and unpleasant. So my chest was already feeling odd and not good. And that wasn't a good feeling. And so I was kind of worrying about that, because weird feelings in your chest, not good. And then the burst of sternum pain, I was literally this far away, and I probably should have, this far away from going into the closest place that was open and calling 911. I was positive I was having heart issues, and that I wasn't even going to be able to walk home. And that's the thing though, I was still walking, having to slow myself down in the thoughts I shouldn't stress my system. But I was having no issues at all with walking, just not feeling good, that burst of pain, panic. After about 15 minutes of saying, okay, I'm going to go do this, I'm going to go do this because I don't want to die, because I'm not special. I am nothing and nobody. One of the things that we're all human beings, so it's easy to forget, even if you work or have worked in the medical care system, you're not special. You're not special. You will die in a heartbeat just like any other organic being on the face of the planet. We forget. You know, you can have somebody who is a famous writer who knows this stuff, but then when you're just doing stuff, you forget. And it's like, oh yeah, everybody dies, but not me. You have to constantly work and remember that you ain't special. This whole planet is just covered in beings that are convinced they're going to live forever. Hasn't happened yet. So remember, you ain't special. You are the lead character in your own movie, in your own head. But in everybody else's head, you're just a bit character or an extra at best. There ain't nothing special about your existence. If your inner systems decide to give up the ghost, this is going to stop working. So yeah, if you have cardiac issues and you have chest pain, you should call the doctor or the ambulance and get to help. Don't do what I did, which was not. But I walked home. About a mile and some. Up hills, no less. It was only after I got back here that finally I was able to belch several times, let out the buildup of gas that had been hurting my stomach, and I felt 1,000% better. It took several bouts of heavy belching, but my chest did not feel weird anymore. This is where it ties in with what I said about it has to do with, well, with what I ate. I'm largely out of everything. I have one serving of oatmeal and I have one serving of just plain spaghetti noodles, and then I'm out of everything. So yesterday I just ate spaghetti noodles, boiled up some spaghetti noodles and then put spices and condiments on them. So in a way, I'm a college student again. I'm living on ramen until I have money, except it's not ramen, it's spaghetti noodles. And I have to use angel hair spaghetti. I mean, they have regular spaghetti, and then they advertise thin spaghetti, and then there's angel hair. I use angel hair because I don't have a whole lot of chewing surfaces, and even at that, it's hard to chew the spaghetti properly. And I don't want it to be thick because I don't want to break my dentures again, or more. So yesterday, I had just plain spaghetti noodles with garlic, salt, and salt, seasoning, stuff like that on it. So it was a bunch of spicy condiments and black pepper and all this stuff on it so that it had flavor. And that was causing a buildup of gas in my stomach that caused pain and unpleasant feelings and had me freaked out badly last night. Not to say that there aren't cardiac issues. There may be. I don't know. I literally don't know. I mean, I'm 58. I haven't really had any issues, so hopefully doing okay. But there's a lot of people, like my stepdad, you know, like 10, 20, 30 years before he died of cancer, he went into the doctor and discovered that he had major blockages, so had heart surgery and stuff like that. So, but it was fun and exciting, fear of death, and then I went to bed. You know, it's like, gosh, after this big talk of death yesterday on my vlog, and here I am in absolute fear of it. So I'm still awake, I'm still belching. In fact, doing it right now. So, yay. Also, I get paid on Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, the 3rd. Because of my disability, that's when the direct deposit is. And I'm out of food, aside from things that yesterday caused me chest pain because of gas buildup. I have a sneaking suspicion that I am going to go to the stores tonight, and I'm going to purchase some food and scribe myself a check. Nothing illegal. I would never write a bad check. because my credit union honors all checks until you get to minus 500. So hopefully it'll take a time to work through the system, and I'll have my direct deposit first. But not having food and eating food that causes like chest pain is, I'd rather eat the other thing, which is already bad because I have to pay, and I haven't talked about this and I've just been avoiding the whole situation. My post office box payment is due, which means at the end of the month, tomorrow morning, I'm not going to have access to my post office box anymore. Somebody sent me something. I haven't been able to pick it up. Hopefully, it's not going to be sent back by the 3rd, when I'm going to have to spend my entire food budget on paying for my post office box. $70 every 6 months. So, yay! I mean, I need that thing I use it for my own stuff because I don't know if I'm going to become homeless or not. And if I do, then I don't want to lose a place where I get my mail. And I get a lot of official correspondence sent there, so I have to keep it up. And then I've got my post office box address in every single video, like 6,000 of them, with that address. So I don't want to just get rid of it. So on Wednesday, I'm going to go back in and pay for my post office box. Hopefully that thing hasn't been sent back. We shall see. Yay! Monetary joy. Let's see what else I have on my list over here. Well, that's about it. So what I will do is spend a little bit of time doing some more creative story talk. Sort of cosmic horror, because it involves beings of power. Now, if you remember, I've talked about within my cosmic horror framework, within the multiverse, you can walk on paths of power and become powerful. 2 normal people, us, the Gokura, the numberless, pray. As you walk on this path of power, you become more crazy, more insane, more non-human. Weird. Imagine any of the stories that you've read of H.P. Lovecraft where you begin to find out the real stuff. Our minds can't handle that. Except if you are able to walk on that path of power, if something is shown to you and you are able to walk it, yeah, you can become powerful. It's, again, we may see you becoming just more ragtag, weird, and on the fringes of normal society. You may just live homeless. You may not eat well. You may just be talking about stuff that nobody understands. You look like you're just mentally ill and homeless. To you, of course, you're learning a lot. You're becoming powerful. And you just may become powerful enough to be able to learn how to step out of the universe and begin using your power in places of your own choice and your own abilities. You're walking a path of power and nobody understands that. Because to outside, yeah, you're thin and always like kind of ill, and you don't wear good clothing, and you live out in the woods, and you just don't look right. You don't talk about things that normal people like. But boy, you may be becoming extremely powerful. And I've got this one story about a Gekire, which is the lowest level of power, who is one of those types that doesn't know how to really be smart and safe, and so ends up just poking at a very powerful being until it gets into, and yeah, this is meme culture and phrasing, but you know, it pushes the more powerful thing into fuck around and find out mode. And so the little guy has to end up running hard, running fast, running through all sorts of universes and just trying to lose the trail, and ends up out in in here, the Ungaden, the cold and dark, finds a universe that is similar to ours and tries to go to ground. Discovers that the universe and the world that it chose is very, very similar to the one that it originally started on. And so sort of takes over because it's unable, constitutionally unable to be smart about this stuff. It should go to ground because that thing is out there looking for it. But it goes to ground for all of like 5 minutes and then starts going, oh, this place looks good. This place looks good. And then starts really messing around there. More on that on another day. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. Good, bad, and different. You took the time. You expended the calories. Thank you very much. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker, and even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand, with my depression, fibro, ADHD, and more, I'm sometimes lucky I can remember anything at all. Quite honestly. So, we have Ice Damon, thumbs up and thank you. Star, greatly appreciated, definitely. Rao Kunpao, I sure hope I'm close, thank you. Miguel Angel MH, thumbs up. Russian Timing, good to see you in the comments, my friend. Manny Low, 1987, thumbs up. Dinosaur, DOERNTE, thumbs up. The Wusky, greatly appreciated, and I hope to do so more soon. Ben Taylor, greatly appreciated, and thank you. Lisa Krieger, thumbs up, and here's hoping you enjoy it all. Tasfia Simon, thumbs up. Ricky Bettini with the daily reminder to live every day to its fullest. Christopher Thomas, thumbs up. Cheleno Vengadar, Godar, VENGADOR, thumbs up. Anime Fan, greatly appreciated. Coco Loco, thumbs up, and thank you. Colin Reisner, greatly appreciated. 444, thumbs up, and that's it. What is that, like 13, no, 16, 18? Like 18 or so comments. Thank you so much. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, and that is very important. Greatly, greatly appreciated. If you could check out my various links down below, like Twitter, Facebook, Patreon.com. If you could donate to my, well, become a Patreon.com patron, that would be beautiful and awesome, like one of these beautiful and awesome people. And if you'd like to help me out without sending money through the patronage, I have a PayPal link down below. If you'd like to help me out without sending money at all, I have an Amazon wishlist link too, with things like cat food, hamster bedding, silly things, not silly things. If you could check it out, that would be very, very cool. Now, do not feel obligated. I do not feel entitled. And if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence, a definite thumbs up, and of course, if you could hit the notification bell on the subscription button, that would be very, very cool, a definite thumbs up on that. And of course, the horse head of encouragement has nothing but love and encouragement for each and every one of us. It thinks that we are wonderful, joyous, creative, and just all around good things. And it wishes the best for each and every one of us. A good thing indeed. And of course, Black Lives Matter. I mean, good golly, Miss Molly. Good golly, Miss Molly. And please, during these hard times, try to be as safe, as creative as you possibly can. A very good thing. So, if you have to go out, please wear a mask, wash your hands, try not to touch your face, it's hard. Maintain your social distancing, and if you don't have to go out, please don't go out. This is tough. This is hard on all of us. Social isolation, this distancing, it's hard, but it's better than the alternative. So thumbs up on that. So, past that, I can't think of anything. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend. And that is a very good thing. A definite thumbs up.